Ah. Yesterday we were discussing cutting to size a tape for a band-aid. Person needs to cut. They have pharmaceutical tape that a person needs to put on to wrap up a bandage or something of that sort. So Halakha says the person is not allowed to cut anything to size. Now obviously we're not talking about that there is a sakana or there's a danger or whatever it is. Obviously if there's a danger or anything, then there's heterim and one would be allowed, especially like hatzalah, doctors and things like that, that they need to do whatever they have to do to be able to help a person who is bleeding or whatever it is, then obviously then they're allowed to do it. But if there's no sakana and there's no danger, one should refrain from cutting tape on Shabbat. If you need to use tape for a bandage and you know that you need to change a bandage or whatever it is on Shabbat, one should already plan this from before Shabbat, where you should cut the tape prior and have it ready. This way it can be used on Shabbat afterwards. One should not do it l'chatahillah, that you should have to cut, because again you're cutting the tape to exact size for what you needed, and therefore that is a problem. Obviously if it's you don't need the tape and you could use already made band-aids and things like that, obviously those are best, and one does not have to do any kind of any kind of cutting at all. Now this does not only apply by cutting band-aids, it applies all over, and many times when we're in the kitchen, many times the wife or ourselves come to this problem where we don't realize that you're not allowed to cut silver foil, saran wrap. You're cutting it to size, exact, to the size that you need it. That's a problem. You're cutting to size. On Shabbat, one cannot do it. So what should I do, Rabbi? I need the silver foil. You have two options. Either you can get the pre-cut to have, Baruch Hashem, today they sell pre-cut silver foil, and you could get that. Or plan ahead of time. You know that I'm going to need 5 pieces of silver foil on Shabbat. After Friday night, I need to cover my pots, or I need to cover my pit tins or whatever it is. So cut it before Shabbat. This way you have it, it's already pre-cut, pre-done, and now you could use it on Shabbat, no problem. However, one who did not do so may not do it on Shabbat, and therefore you can't cut the saran wrap and the silver foil on Shabbat. And this applies to any of those similar ideas, anything that's in that realm. If you need to cut it and you need to cut it to size, one would be asur, it would be asur to do it. Sometimes that's one of the reasons why we don't have the bathroom tissues that they usually use, the rolls. One cannot cut them on Shabbat. Again, for the same isur, cutting it to size is forbidden. You're cutting it exact size, it's perforated, it's made that it should be cut in that way. One should not do that. However, there are heterim for a person who's in the bathroom and has nothing else to use. So you have already kavod periyot. So there are heterim that a person who's stuck in the bathroom and he needs to use tissues and there's nothing else. Now obviously the right thing is to have other tissues that are already pre-cut, or to use the tissue box where they already have no problems. However, if you don't have it and all you have is the regular, you went into the bathroom and you don't realize and all they have is the regular tissues from all week, so that one should not cut on the lines. Or if you use it, you can also put it into the toilet and let it automatically get cut by itself. However, you could cut it not on the line, the makom hatzorech, in a place where a person is in need. In such a place, one would be allowed to cut it and use those toilet paper.